Josh, what was the coach's message before the first game tonight?
It's just basically, stick to our structures, what we've been working on throughout the pre-season, and just basically don't do anything too silly, just, so we can get through and get ready for round one.
And how do you feel the team adapted to Ross's game plan against an AFL team?
I think in the first game against Essendon we worked really well on our structures, put Essendon under a lot of pressure, stopping their exits and all that sort of thing. In the second game it sort of dropped off. We made a few changes and the team got a bit unsettled, but I think we've improved a lot from where we've come from at the start of pre-season.
The conditions were pretty tough tonight, weren't they?
Yeah, it was very humid out there, so the ball, a lot of fumbling and it's pretty slippery on deck.
You mentioned the first game against Essendon. What areas do you feel we did well in that game?
Our pressure definitely in the forward half was immense. Put them under the pump, which forced a lot of errors and turnovers, which created scoring opportunities. So in the second game, West Coast sort of stopped that and locked the ball in their forward 50. So we just struggled with that pressure in our forward half.
Did you feel it was a bit of a disadvantage having to play the 2 games in a row as opposed to having the break in the middle?
No, I don't think. I think playing the 2 in a row is virtually like a game, whereas West Coast, who played the first game and then had a spell, I think you sort of stiffen up and all that sort of thing. So there's no excuses or anything on having to play 2 games in a row.
We struggled a little bit against the Eagles' press in that second game. What do you think we need to do better the next time we meet them?
I just think with that press these days, you've got to take risks. If you just play into their hands, they're obviously going to shut you down. You won't be able to get the ball out. So it's just about giving the ball to the runners, Hillies, Fifeys, the likes of Ballas, those sort of guys, just to try and break those lines and get the ball through the press.
What was Ross's message to the group after the game?
Oh, he was pretty happy. Just everyone got through unscathed, I think. So we improved, and what he wanted us to do in the first game was good. But then again, we just got to improve, tying everything up before we get to round one.
And how do you rate your own game tonight?
Oh, I thought my structures and that were pretty good. Have improved over the pre-season, but still a long way to go to try and crack in that best 18.
What areas do you feel your game's improved in the most compared to last year?
Definitely my fitness in the second year. Coming in as a first year, you're sort of a bit behind the 8 ball, but I've had a full pre-season on my belt and feeling fit and raring to go. So,
all right, thanks, Josh.